Week 11 of the fantasy baseball season, and here's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade this week. The first guy, Lucas Giolito of the Chicago White Sox. So Giolito this season, he's turned things around compared to last year, where it was just a bad year for Giolito. On the year, 5-4 record, 81 and a third, 3.54 ERA, 84 strikeouts, 1.18 WHIP, and already 8 quality starts on the season, where last season he only had 11 quality starts. Is Giolito, and we're not even halfway through the year in the last couple weeks here for him. 18 innings, 2-0 record, 20 Ks, a 2 ERA, 0.89 WHIP, and 2 quality starts. He's going out there and getting the job done. We know a few seasons ago he's one of the better pitchers in fantasy baseball, but I just don't buy it all the way here with Lucas Giolito. Maybe he did make adjustments. Maybe he's going back, obviously, to the stats he was putting up a few years ago. But right now, he had some pretty decent matchups over the last few games here. A Yankee team with no Aaron Judge, he versed, and also a Miami Marlin team the last 2 outings that has 30th versus the Angels, 5 innings, got the win, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 5 Ks in that one. June 6th at the Yankees, like I said, without Judge, he threw a no-hitter through 6 innings, got the win, 3 walks, 7 Ks, quality start in that one. And June 11th versus the Marlins, 7 innings, tough luck, no decision. After the bullpen blew that game for him, 6 hits, a run, a walk, 8 Ks, a quality start. So yes, his strikeouts are definitely back this season here, Giolito, compared to last year as well, where he's got 20 strikeouts in the last 3 ball games. So right now he's going out there and pitching good. But we'll see if he could keep this up as Giolito. So right now, while he's playing good baseball, he's definitely a sell-high candidate, and I would trade him for a nice bat in infield because I don't know if he's going to keep it up. This White Sox team, their offense don't get a lot of run support for them. And he's just been inconsistent throughout his career. And even to start the season, he was off to a slow start. But now, over the last 4 or 5 outings, Giolito's gone out there and pitched good baseball. But while the matchups probably will get tougher as the season goes on, and the warmer weather with the ball carrying more, right now, he's a pitcher I would sell high this week, Giolito. I'm not saying dump these guys for anyone. But if the right deal's out there, because I don't think he's keeping up this elite pace, is Giolito, this will be the time to do it. The next pitch is Kodai Senga of the New York Mets. So Kodai Senga, it's been an up and down first season for him with the New York Mets, and used to that Japanese style where he's pitching every 5th day instead of every 4th day, and the numbers definitely reflect that on the season. 64 in 2/3, 6-3 record, 79 Ks, 3.34 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, and 5 quality starts. So walks have definitely been a problem for Senga, and it looks like he only could pitch great baseball at home compared to the road, even though coming off a nice road outing versus the Pirates. But we know the Pirates aren't a great hitting team in the last couple weeks for Senga. 16 and 2/3, 2-0 record, 18 Ks, 1.62 ERA, 0.96 WHIP, and 2 quality starts. So like I said, Senga's inconsistent. He's going to walk a lot of batters. And now with Pete Alonso out of the lineup here, that's a huge bat, obviously, one of the best hitters in all baseball. To be out of your lineup, and the run support's going to drop off as well here for Senga. So the last few outings here for him, May 30th versus Philly, 7 innings, got the win. A hit, no runs, 9 Ks, a quality start. June 4th versus the Jays, he didn't even last 3 innings in that one, 2 2/3. No decision, luckily for him. 4 hits, 3 runs, 5 walks, 3 Ks. And then June 10th at Pittsburgh, Brandon Nimmo, he made a couple nice plays saving Kodai Senga from giving up at least 3 or 4 runs in that game. 7 innings, got the win. 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 6 Ks, a quality start. So walks are definitely an issue. 9 walks for Senga in the last 2 outings. He's not going to get the job done. And like I said, he got lucky in that ball game in Pittsburgh. So if he didn't make those plays as Nimmo, it's a different ball game, and Senga probably would only last 5 innings. So his next outing's June 17th versus the Cardinals. I know the Cardinals are struggling this season, but they still got legit hitters, obviously, in that offense with Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Arenado, young prospect Jordan Walker, who's come up, Wilson Contreras. So they still got hitters in the lineup. Senga's pitched well the last 2 out of 3 outings, but like I said, some things have won his way a little bit. And right now, well, he's looked good over the last few outings, but I think the walks are still going to be an issue, and the 4 days of rest is still going to be an issue. He's a pitcher I would sell high this week. The next pitcher is James Paxton of the Boston Red Sox. So we know Paxton's a good pitcher, but health has been the issue now for him over the last 4 or 5 seasons. On the year here for Paxton, 32 innings, 2-1 record, 44 Ks, a 3.09 ERA, 0.16 WHIP, and 3 quality starts. He's going out there and he's pitching good baseball, but just the run support really hasn't been there for Paxton this season, but the strikeout rate is great, 44 Ks in 32 innings. So obviously over one strikeout an inning, and just health is the concern. So right now, while he's healthy and looking good, this is a perfect time to sell him off as Paxton, because I believe he's got a lot of wear and tear and a lot of repairs on that arm, where I just don't think he's going to hold up for a full season. Or possibly if the Red Sox are out of it, I could see him getting dealt at the deadline, and then things will go the different way. So right now, while he looks comfortable in Boston and he's healthy, it's a perfect time to sell him high, because I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, unfortunately, with Paxton, because that's just been the career it's been for him lately, where he'll pitch great and then he'll go on the injury list, and unfortunately it's usually a season-ending injury for him. The last few seasons and the last few games, May 31st versus the Reds, 5 innings in that one, no decision, 4 hits, a run, a walk, 8 Ks. June 6th at the Guardians, 7 innings, got the win, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 9 Ks, a quality start. And June 12th versus the Rockies, 6 innings, no decision, 4 hits, a walk, 8 Ks in that one, and a quality start. But the Red Sox, they're not getting a lot of runs. Their bullpen hasn't been great this season. And the same thing with Chris Sale. I said early in the year, sell him off, because I believe an injury is going to come up around the corner. And that's the same way I feel with Paxton. It's happened to Sale now on the 60-day IL. And Paxton, it wouldn't surprise me if something pops up over the next few weeks here. So right now, while he's pitching good baseball, it's a good sell high guy. This week, the next pitcher is Jordan Montgomery of the St. Louis Cardinals. So Montgomery, last season, him for Harrison Bader, pretty fair deal for both teams with the New York Yankees. But on the year, it's been an up and down type of year for Montgomery, but he's definitely turned things around over the last month on the season. 72 innings, 3-7 record, 66 Ks, a 3.88 ERA, a 1.33 WHIP, and 6 quality starts. But the last month, 1-2 record, 26 innings, 25 Ks, a 3.46 ERA, 1.38 WHIP, and a quality start. So the numbers have been solid. And to break it down even more, 1-1 in the last 2 weeks with 11 2/3 pitched, 11 Ks, 0.77 ERA, 0.77 WHIP, and a quality start. But the thing with Montgomery, still not going deep into games. 5 or 6 innings, he's topping off at right now for the St. Louis Cardinal team. This Cardinal team, one of the worst bullpens in the league as well, and one of the worst pitching staffs as a whole in terms of ERA. So right now he's not getting the wins. He's not really getting the quality starts, like I said, as well as Montgomery. 6 on the season so far in the first 2.5 months. And right now I know his next outing's here today versus the Giants that aren't that great of a hitting team. But Montgomery, I think after this outing, he's a sell high candidate where I think you could get a decent bat or even another pitcher in a 1-for-1 deal who you think has better upside, because this is what you're going to get with Montgomery. It looks like at this point of his career, 5-6 innings this season. Strikeout's not going to be all that great, even though the last couple games it's been a little bit better. And the run support's not going to be there as well game in and game out. This St. Louis team as a whole has been inconsistent, and that's why somehow they're one of the worst teams in all the National League. May 28th at Cleveland, 5 innings in that one, no decision. 7 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 3 Ks. June 3rd at Pittsburgh, 5 2/3 got the loss. 4 hits, a run, a walk, 5 Ks in that one. And June 9th versus the Reds, a nice outing, 6 innings, got the win. 3 hits, no runs, a walk, 6 Ks, a quality start. So like I said, he don't go that deep into games, and only 2 quality starts for Montgomery since May 5th for him. So right now, he's pitched pretty solid baseball over the last couple outings, even though it's not the greatest, 5-6 innings, but that's the most you're going to get out of him. It's a perfect time to sell him off this week. And the final pitcher I look to sell in trades, Marcus Stroman of the Chicago Cubs. So Stroman this season's definitely turned things around, and I know a few years ago with the New York Mets, it was a solid year for him, but right now I don't think he's going to keep it up at this pace here. Is Marcus Stroman. Now he's already talking about opting out of his contract and what's going to happen in the offseason, that the Cubs don't want to give him an extension. And stuff like that definitely could be distracting to a pitcher or even a ball club to hear that as well. So Stroman on the season, he's been great, no doubt about it. 7-4 record, 85 2/3, 73 Ks, a 2.42 ERA, a 1.04 WHIP, and 12 quality starts. Already this season, he's matched the amount of quality starts he had last season. Is Stroman, and already 50 plus less innings he's pitched this season. So right now I think he's pitching a little bit over his head. This Cub team's inconsistent as well. And right now with the contract talk, I think Stroman, when it's all said and done, isn't going to back it up. And his ERA is going to balloon back up to the mid-3s to 4s when it's all said and done this season. So the last month, he's been one of the best pitchers in fantasy baseball in the last few weeks, where he's 2-0 with 12 2/3, 11 Ks, 1.42 ERA, a 1.34 WHIP, and 2 quality starts. He's going out there, he's eating innings. Yes, it's a contract year, but the distractions definitely could get to Stroman. We even saw it a few years ago with the Mets when moments came and the big ball games came up. He didn't deliver with Stroman. So right now, well, he's pitching great baseball, and you pretty much get any bat you want for him. This will be the time to do it. May 29th versus Tampa game in that one shutout, 1 hitter, 8 strikeouts, a walk. Then June 4th at San Diego, 6 innings, got the win. 4 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 6 Ks, a quality start. And June 9th at the Giants, 6 2/3 in that one, 6 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, 5 Ks, a quality start. So right now, Stroman in the last 4 outings, he's only given up 4 earned runs, and he's got a good matchup coming up tomorrow versus the Pittsburgh Pirates, who obviously one of the weaker hitting teams in the league. But right now, while Stroman's playing great baseball, I would definitely sell him high because I just don't see him keeping up these numbers. And the walks are still an issue, but he's skating by because he has 8 walks in the last 3 outings here, is Marcus Stroman. So once teams start catching on to that a little bit more and working the counts a little more on Stroman, it's going to be a problem. And with the warmer weather heating up, especially in Wrigley Field, that plays as a bandbox in the hotter months of late June, July, and obviously August. So right now, while Stroman's pitching great baseball, and I'm not taking nothing away from him, I just don't see him keeping it up this week, and I think you could get a good hitter and a decent pitcher in a deal for him. So that's a few pitchers I look to sell and trade here in week 11 of the fantasy baseball season.